Welcome to Locker Code, where football is not just fantasy, but our reality, where you can express your excitement, your tensions, or even frustrations about the games, your team, your league, and performances of players. Let's go! Yo, what's good? Yo, Super Bowl 55. Your boys Tampa won, y'all boys. I told y'all boys Tampa was gonna win, man.
We're gonna let you have that one.
Is that's how you distract all the
I'm just saying,
all the wrongs you had last
What
week?
are you talking about, B? Tampa all day, you know what I mean? Old school
You was in
Tampa.
your feelings all weekend. Bro.
Yeah, man, I was pissed. I ain't even gonna lie to you, Russ. I was mad. I didn't expect that game, man.
We told you. We told you that Tampa Bay defense is gonna come and put a hurting on them boys.
Yo, Tampa came in every direction, man.
Yeah.
I felt bad for Patrick Mahomes, and he was still throwing good passes here and there. But
And
I
he
was
was running for his life.
running for his life, like every play. I've never seen Patrick Mahomes run so much.
Even in the garbage time, he was running for his life.
Running for his life, yo.
Now he's about to do surgery, so
Yeah.
Running for his life, yo.
nobody knew nobody knew
turf
that he
toe
was
injury.
nobody knew that the injury was that serious. To be honest with you,
Listen, that injury, I'm promising you, that injury had nothing to do with what he was doing.
that boy was still running.
His wife protects him better than those linemen. Because she had his back against ESPN.
Nobody was there.
Those linemen,
against ESPN.
Yeah,
bro. Like
she
she was
protect him better.
not. She was not backing down from
Them
the
boys was just like, yo,
world leader of sports.
Them boys was like, yo, we not playing today. We good. We did what we
Let
can.
everybody through.
Yeah, this is let everybody do.
Dude, it was. Dude, you watched the game. The first quarter they looked good. The first position. I shouldn't say the first quarter. Like the first position they had when they marched down the field, they got a field goal out of it. They looked good. And Tampa Bay just did that adjustment, and it was over at that point.
I don't think they looked good because he was still running. He was running for his life, but we'll get into it. But
we're gonna get into that.
Other than Sunday, man, how was the weekend, man? How what'd you guys do? Would you chill?
Chill.
Vibed out?
I chilled.
Yeah.
I chilled, man. I chilled.
You chill?
I chilled.
I was the same way, man. I chilled. I just ain't really do that. I was just waiting for Sunday.
And it's gonna be another chill weekend for me too, man. I don't have any plans. My son's birthday is on Friday.
man.
Big up to
We
Anthony. Happy
paintball.
birthday, turning 15. We're going
Yeah.
paintball on Saturday, all of us.
Blessings.
With all the kids. It's gonna be
Valentine's
fun.
Day.
And Valentine's Day is Sunday. So
Sunday,
that's
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is Sunday. So
Showing no love on Saturday though.
Yeah.
Shooting everybody up.
Exactly.
Oh, you showing up? You coming?
Nah, I'll be there. B. I'm there. I'm gonna actually, because life is, he on punishment, so he won't be there. But I'm gonna bring my niece, so she gonna come through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You really not bringing the
Nah, life ain't coming through.
I just want to make sure that you're saying on air
Nah,
that
I'm
you're
good,
gonna
good.
be there, that you're gonna actually.
And
I'll
then
be there.
We'll see
B.
what happens next Wednesday when we do
Yeah.
the podcast, and we can
I'll be there, bro.
the people in Fanland will
Listen,
tell
I'll
you.
be there.
Listen,
I
I
don't feel like
got
you gonna be there.
I got my glasses. I got my war paint, bro. I'm
All
good.
right.
You know what I mean? I'll be there.
Hey, we have experience.
I feel you.
Paul and I has experience.
No problem with
We're
that.
pretty
bro.
good. We're pretty good at it.
Listen, I'll be there. I'll be ready. I'll be ready, yo.
What about you, man? How was your weekend? What
Is
do you do?
Locker Code versus everybody, or how's it playing out?
I don't even know yet, man. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm
There's
gonna try to
certain
make
divisions?
I'm gonna try to make the teams as
AFC
even
and
as
NFC?
possible.
No, I think it should be Locker Code versus
Everybody.
those people. Last name start with an S.
Yes. First name starts with an S too. The first letter in the last name starts with an S.
Yeah.
So yeah. What about you, man? What did you do this weekend? See, just chill.
Dude, I just chilled, bro. Usually Saturdays I'll be so gone from the week. Yo, I just chilled. I can't even remember what I did, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna go with chilled.
All right, cool.
Man, honestly, I probably like I told you, there was a show that we were watching In the Dark.
Oh,
Right, I was telling
yeah.
you gotta check that joint out. It actually kind of went kind of crazy. So basically, the friend she's one girl is blind, and she has a best friend, a guy, and they used to always chill together, smoke together, do whatever together, and they were best friends, whatever like that. And all of a sudden, one day he got killed.
and then she was walking through the alley, and then kind of felt the body and knew that was him. And then since then, she's trying to find out like how he got killed, who killed him, and so on. And it got really deep into it. The whole, pretty much like a Ozark situation. So it's pretty dope. So I thought
That's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's a CW joint, bro.
Yeah, CW be popping. Like it's just like All American. All American is a CW.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all boys, yo.
You watch it All American?
Yeah, I watched it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all boys, man. CW got me watching Texas Ranger, bro.
I don't know the show like that, but I'm gonna say I don't know. I feel like there's better shows out there.
Yeah, they got me watching Walker, bro. They got me watching Walker and Batwoman, yo. They got me strong on there, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. They got me watching.
You taking it to a whole nother level.
Another level, bro.
Yo, what are you watching now? What do you? Oh, so you watching any series? Oh, you watching Walker Texas Ranger? Okay. Okay. What about you, Paul?
The boys.
Still on that joint,
Still
yo.
on that. Yeah,
Second season.
Oh, dude, we were done with that in 2 days, baby. I was like, I couldn't sleep.
It's crazy though.
It's
Couldn't
some
sleep.
sick shit. I think it's definitely the most sick, disgusting show I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, man. Shit's funny as
It's
hell.
some really sick shit.
It's funny as hell, bro.
Like you can't get any crazier than the shit that they. whoever directed and wrote that show needs to be in a home.
Dope. It's dope though, man.
I'll be scared.
It's the opposite of every other scenario.
No, it's really good, and they're just so. I can't curse, but they're FUC. They're
You can't spell it either, bro.
Yeah. They're like really like not good people. They're like.
Oh, you're talking about the
soups.
Yeah, the
the
soups. Yeah,
The
they're not
soups
good
are
people, bro.
terrible.
They're terrible, bro.
Like the people in the
You
seven,
hate them.
like
You
like,
hate them.
Yeah.
You hate. They're so
like Homelander is like
the worst.
yeah.
He's the
Like,
top. He's the top.
I
worst.
remember the part where she's trying to teach his son Spanish. He's like rolling his eyes, like
Yeah.
He doesn't care
No.
about
He
any
doesn't
of that. He's there trying to be like a dad and just got bored.
Yeah.
He liked the spotlight.
Nah,
you
it's
know?
it's a dope show, yo. And also I started watching the book. What's the book of what you call it? Ghost. What's
Book of Ghosts. Is it on Netflix yet?
Nah, we got the Cinemax.
Cinemax,
joint.
okay.
So I just jumped on that and watched the whole season.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
All
I
right,
liked it.
It's on Book of Ghosts is on Cinema HA too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's where I watched it on.
Have you seen? You guys still haven't seen American Skinner?
Nope.
No, not yet.
I'm watching a new series on Netflix right now. It's called The Last Kingdom.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'm on season 2 right now.
Did you
It's
watch
4
Lupin
seasons.
yet?
Yeah, I saw Lupin.
Lupin's
you did?
good, yeah.
Lupin
Yeah,
was pretty
alright.
good. Lupin was pretty good. Check that out. It's short, five
Five
episodes.
episodes,
It
yeah.
sucks. I'm just curious to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
like season 2. You know, I don't want to give anything away, but I'm
Dude's mad smart though.
very smart, dude. Very smart, and yeah, he's avenging his dad. I tell you that like,
Yeah,
straight up.
yeah.
He's gonna get to the bottom of that bad boy. Tell you that. But yo, no more delay. We're gonna jump right into the news.
Yes, sir. We gonna jump into the news?
Yeah, man. Jump into the news. So, all right. So, news is gonna be a little different today. So, a lot of teams, apparently, a lot of teams are unwilling to meet the Eagles' demand for Carson Wentz.
It's not worth it.
It's not, yeah, like he's coming off a bad season. I guess they're looking at like what,
Stafford.
yeah, the Stafford, what they just paid for Stafford, and they're assuming that they can get this. And I personally think it's all these rumors that's out there is generated by the Eagles just to try to see if they can get the value of. You don't hear any. If I'm the Colts, why would I tell anybody what I'm gonna be trading to get
Yeah,
Carson
yeah,
Wentz?
You're not
You know what I
telling
mean?
them.
If I'm Chicago, why would I tell you what I'm gonna? Oh, I'm gonna trade Terry Cohen. Like, no, I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You know who I'll compare Wentz to, and this is based off kind of like last season. I would compare him to Jameis Winston in a sense. Very similar games. They're good quarterbacks, but they turn over the ball a lot, and I think they're starters in the league, but they're not getting fair treatment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he's a good player. I think
I don't
I would
think-
trade
yeah,
for
I
him.
don't-
I wouldn't
It's
trade.
too
I
expensive.
wouldn't even trade Stafford for what he got traded for.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
Detroit
Stafford has
won.
that 2 year.
Detroit stole that.
Yeah, they stole that easy. Easy.
So not only Carson Wentz. Hey, I'm telling you, this all season is gonna be like a quarterback carousel, man. Like it's just gonna be a revolving door. So I think they were trying to shop Derek Carr, but people are showing more interest in Mariota. That is
It's
crazy.
cheaper. It's cheaper.
True that.
It's
True that.
cheaper.
And there's a lot of teams, man. A lot of teams that needs a quarterback.
But who would be a good fit for Mariota? I mean, it's not like he showed anything
Yeah, he
great.
hasn't
I mean,
showed
I
anything
think
great.
he's a good, backup quarterback for right now. I'll trade a 5th, 6th pick for him. But they're not going to get a lot.
I don't think there's a place. There's a place in the league for him, but
Where? Like,
they're saying that
Chicago
so these are the
wouldn't take
three
him.
right. These are the three teams that they're saying that really wants a quarterback. It's the Colts, the Bears, and the Patriots, right? I don't see him being a good fit on any of those teams. Nope.
he's not a good fit. The Colts need a decent, like Carson Wentz would do well with the Colts.
Yeah.
With the weapons and stuff that they have. I don't think you just plug anybody with the Colts. You're gonna mess it up.
Who was the three
Colts
again?
could get somewhere.
Who was the 3? Colts.
Colts,
It was
Bears.
Colts, Bears, and Patriots.
All right, so
Mariota and Trubisky is very similar.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't-
and that's where you get those two teams, Colts and Bears. They can't afford to get a mediocre quarterback.
No, because they built
that's
right
what-
now. They're
yeah,
ready
they're built.
right now. They're
Defense-wise,
ready
they're
right
ready.
now. Like you need somebody that can do the work.
Yeah. You don't
So,
want a
Colts
Jacksonville
more so than
situation.
anything,
Right.
Because
You don't
Colts got a good offensive line. They got good receivers.
Colts have-
they got
a
everything.
good running. They got
backs,
good everything.
everything.
Bears, Allen Robinson's probably out of there.
Out.
The only thing they have is Montgomery.
Yeah.
And the defense, obviously, but
defense,
from
but-
offense perspective,
And that's
Montgomery.
why you're trying to get this top quarterback in order to keep Allen Robinson.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
If you don't get a top quarterback, go with Mariota. Go with Mariota. Or, to be honest with you don't even have to go with Mariota. You can lose without Mariota. You know what I'm saying? And try to get a top quarterback next year. So
Mariota is a backup quarterback.
you figure,
I
figure
agree.
out if you're gonna get Allen Robinson or not.
100%.
Because if Allen Robinson stays, then you got an issue. I don't think he's going to stay. The top receivers out there right now, I believe it's not going to stay. Is Robinson, Galladay, Jones. Like,
You
They're
think
gone.
Jones is out?
yeah, Marvin Jones is going to be gone. Marvin Jones is going to be gone. Galladay is going to be gone. Aaron Jones is going to be gone. And that's why I think, we're going to get there later on, but Green Bay has a great and easy path through their division because, you got those issues, and then probably got Minnesota that's going to be working himself up. But other than that, there's nobody else. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody else, yo.
So, all right.
This guy, bro.
I know, right? So the other news that's out there is Mike Evans says he's going to restructure his contract just so he can stay in Tampa Bay. What do you guys think about that? You think they have it in them to get there if they have the same core players, same defense and everything to make it make another 2021 run?
I think it's dope. I think it's dope if he does it. But I don't know. Wipe it down with some bills, man. Go ahead.
Oh, you got money now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a good team player, and he realized what he always said he wanted championships. So he'll do what it takes to get championships. So
I mean, he ain't do nothing in the Super Bowl anyway. So I mean,
but he did a lot to get them there.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can't just
yeah.
look at one
Yeah,
game
no,
and,
no.
and assess the dude
man,
value.
Listen, I look at it this way. As much as we want to talk about how, we're gonna get into it with KC defense, whatever. I think they really did a good job with the receivers because when we break everything down, it was one catch here, 2 catches here, and so on like that. But
KC did the KC corners did lock those 2 players down for them, but they had.
Horrible
That's what I was
scenario
saying.
situations too.
What I was trying to explain last week is that Tampa Bay has a lot of weapons. It's as much as you want to look at it like it's no, it's not a lot of weapons. They have a lot of weapons. Guess who re-signed with San Fran, bro?
Garoppolo.
Not Garoppolo.
Your boy Josh Rosen.
Re-signs with San Fran. That is.
It's a smart decision.
It is a smart decision, and
Smart decision.
he may play better than Garoppolo, to be honest with you.
It's a smart decision because eventually you're going to be like, hey, listen, we're going to trade Garoppolo. If Garoppolo gets hurt, Josh Rosen is the guy that's going to be starting.
Yeah,
He needs to reboot his career somewhere.
I personally think they should just get rid of Garoppolo. I think Garoppolo is going to go to New England, to be honest with you.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, it's the only thing they're used to him. He played well in their offense. Let's see.
They just don't have nobody. They don't trust that, and that's the thing why Josh Rosen probably re-signed with him because like they believe that hey, listen, if you trade Garoppolo out, you're gonna get some picks. Send him to New England. Rosen is the only one there. I'm the starter. I get to prove to you because there's no other. You know they're not gonna compete against Wentz to get Wentz out there.
Yep.
Right, and whoever else other quarterbacks that are out there, they're not gonna get him. So I think that's the best choice.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Last but not least, on the news front, we're gonna get into the Pat Mahomes injury when we're talking about the Super Bowl and all that stuff, the Super Bowl recap. But last but not least is Russell Wilson going on a Dan Patrick show and saying that essentially saying that he's getting sacked too much. And personally, I agree with him.
Yeah, but we've been doing that song and dance routine for a long time with
and now
black
they're talking about
quarterbacks.
trade talks. How many teams need a quarterback right now?
Everybody.
A lot.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So if
But
Seahawks,
Seahawks is not going to trade.
They're not going to.
no, I know. I don't think they're gonna trade him. He's not asking for a trade. He's asking for a line. That's all the dude is asking for. It's like, yo, just give me some protection, give me some time, and it will pay off.
But I also think it's referees too, man. They're letting certain quarterbacks get hit.
Get hit, and while some don't.
Not.
Yeah,
Seahawks need more than a line though. That defense need a lot of work.
They got money. Well, Wilson took a lot of it, but they
need to
got
jump
money.
into the secondary. They need to look in the secondary and figure out like what's going on there and so forth. But yeah, I don't think like Russell Wilson is correct. They need to like protect him.
Yeah.
100. Like the dude was getting sacked left and right,
killed.
and he's efficient as hell. So imagine if he has time,
It's gonna
where
be a problem.
he can read defenses. He can pick apart a defense. The dude can play, man. Like in the beginning of the year, the dude was one of the top quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
You feel me? So the dude can play. Drew Brees, I think he's going to retire because he just took a pay cut from $25 million down to
he's
1.1.
retiring. That was for the team that helped the team out. He's gone.
Yeah, I think he's going to retire. So that's all I have for news for now, man. Like,
man.
So you want to jump into the first quarter?
Yeah, we're going to the
let's
first
go.
quarter,
Let's
man.
Let's rock out in the first
So
quarter.
first quarter, we're gonna do the recap of the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
We know we want to talk about it. Bucks win 31-9.
Say it again.
The Bucks win 31-9.
I love that.
Got my butt whipped. I bet 50 on you, right?
Hey.
You won. I bet 20 that Tom Brady was gonna throw 2 interceptions. He threw one to start it, but the referees was like, "Yo, there was I think it was pass interference or a holding penalty, something like that occurred."
Yeah.
So lost that money. You know what I mean? But yeah,
That's great.
I was shocked, bro. I know you guys. Okay.
Tell me why you were shocked.
All right, so I was shocked that the defense as a whole played that good. Not the defense now, not the front seven. I'm talking about as a whole. I'm talking about corners. The scheme was great. They put them in cover 2 in the corners, and I'm assuming the free safeties, and the safety was back playing deep 3. They stopped Kelsey in the middle. They stopped Hill going down the field. It was an incredible job by Todd Bowles. First Jets to do something like that.
But all right, so
I think you're.
Go ahead.
I think you're putting too much credit on the secondary. I think it was primarily what
Front
the rush,
seven.
the front 7, the rush. They had the number 1 rush defense practically all season.
Yep.
And
Between them and I think Washington, right?
yeah, and more so they had so much to play for. That defense, the offense. Football is like we've said before. It's the ultimate team sport. There was a lot of combinations that fueled that defense. A lot of drop passes, particular on that first drive where Pat Mahomes scrambled and he threw it to Tyreek Hill in the end zone, and it should have been a catch.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
catch is made. It's a different type of game.
Yeah, it's a different type of
You know,
game.
so
Yep.
we're talking about something
You got
different.
those opportunities.
So those
that you-
opportunities you got to capitalize on. The defense did their thing, and they did their thing
Yeah.
the whole game, even in the whole fourth quarter, which was practically garbage time.
Yeah, the whole game. The front seven did great. That's what I'm saying. They did great. They put pressure on Pat Mahomes. I mean, as we said, no touchdowns, straight 9 points. Third team ever to not score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. But if we go on the opposite side with Brady, I mean,
He didn't play that great.
He didn't play that great,
He
but he was
didn't play
efficient.
spectacular,
He was
but he was-
efficient.
It was
Like,
efficient. That's where it was.
They played well. It was pass here, run, pass here, run, pass, run.
That's the thing. So we knew Kansas City was not good against the run. So I knew they were going to come out and rush the ball. That's why Fournette was one of my top plays for the week. The thing that I observed with the game is that now there's kind of a blueprint on how to beat Kansas City, because that cover 2, not a lot of teams really play that anymore in the NFL. And just to see that, taking those 2 guys out, it's pretty tough. Once you can, it's tough. Kelsey is a really, really good player. And yes, he got some points, fantasy points in garbage time. But really and truly, man, if you can take those 2 players out of the game, you pretty much can kind of guarantee a win if you can get those 2 players out of the game.
All right. So we were talking about Brady being efficient. I agree he was efficient. However, Kansas City defense, I know you would. I don't know what you saw in them last show.
What are you talking
But
about?
these guys sucked.
You wanted to rank them.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
dude,
Hold on.
We
Hold
could
on.
go back to last show.
Hold
You
on,
were
hold on.
talking about
Hold on.
Kansas City's defense.
Their
like,
secondary wasn't good?
not what I saw.
What are you talking about? The secondary played well.
Dude.
Yo,
What
Evans.
secondary played
What
well?
Evans get?
Gronk was wide
I'm
open.
sorry. How many
Antonio
catches did
Brown.
Evans get?
How many flags and stuff? Like
No, that
pass
was Breland was
interference?
horrible. Breland was horrible. But
It was a lot
what
of
I'm
pass
saying
interference.
is,
listen,
what I'm saying is that
defense did nothing well.
they stopped
What-
Evans. They stopped.
the defense. They did not stop Evans. They did not stop Evans.
They didn't stop
that
Evans?
bomb that they threw. If they didn't trip him,
If they didn't trip him, it
yeah,
would've been a
come on,
touchdown.
that
That
would have
pass
been a
interference
touchdown.
call,
He
it would've been a
tripped
touchdown.
himself.
No,
No, he
what?
did not.
What are you talking about? He tripped himself. What are you looking at?
Yo, come on, man. Like, let's be real.
Dude, watching
Evans,
that game,
hold on.
that game,
Let's be real. Evans had that deep pass. Yes. If he would have caught it, what? 30
many-
yards, 40 yards? Like,
no, it would have been a
He beat the
touchdown.
guy
He beat
completely.
the guy.
No,
yeah.
what I'm saying, it would have been a 30, 40-yard touchdown. But
Right.
what I'm saying is
How many
he only
pass
had
interference?
one catch it.
No. But how many pass interference call
There's
that
two.
he generated?
There was only 2.
All right. So
So
that's-
what? He had one catch. Godwin had one catch. Your whole squad was running game and tight end.
Okay.
And
Brady
AB with the
Brady
one
was-
touchdown. I think AB had
Brady
2 catches,
was-
2 or 3
was
catches.
29 of 21.
Yep.
21
of 29, I think,
21
right?
of 29.
Yeah.
With 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
He only was sacked once. He had all the time in the world. He wasn't running around for his life.
No, but you see, what I said was, I told you guys. Remember, I said it. I said secondary. I always said secondary. I never said the front 7. Tampa Bay has a
Okay.
better front 7.
What I'm
Way
trying to
better
say,
front
what I'm
seven.
trying to say to you is that from a receiving standpoint, from a rushing standpoint, the offense did whatever they wanted against Kansas City. Leonard Fournette went the
Off.
F off.
Yeah, on their
You
front
understand what I'm
seven.
saying?
Off.
Went
100%
off.
agree with you.
Ronald Jones did well too.
Listen,
on his runs.
hold up. They front 7 did stop Ronald Jones on the 1-yard line 3 times. That's the only thing they did right there.
He still had breakout
Yeah,
runs. He still had breakout runs.
Yo, 100. Yeah.
Gronk
He ran over them.
touchdowns were very easy.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown touchdown was
man, very easy.
The only thing they were good at was
Allowing
pass
them to touchdown.
interference.
No, yeah, definitely. Breland was like the MVP. Remember the post that I sent out? The MVP of the first half was the Todd Bowles defense, Gronk, and the flag. That was the MVP players,
So
yo.
let me ask you, what did you see in that defense last week that you were gloating
In the
about?
Super Bowl? That I was happy about?
no,
not in
last
the
week,
Super Bowl,
last
but prior to the Super Bowl, because
The
remember,
secondary. Remember, I
bro,
said it was
when
always
I try
the
to pull up the
secondary.
stats, when I try to pull up the stats on the defense, you were like, that's regular season. Let's talk about what they did in the playoff. And I pulled those stats up, and you were like, what did they do when they played them the last? I was like, what the hell?
Listen,
man?
their secondary is still good. That Breland kid, too many flags on his side. Anyways,
He's good.
he's good. It's
But
just
he's
too
just handsy.
and they're very handsy on the corner side, right? But ultimately, it came down to they were killing the Tampa Bay offense. Were killing their defense. The Tampa Bay offense was scoring touchdowns. Tampa Bay defense was killing KC's offense. So every time they lined up, it was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Tampa Bay's back on the field. And we all know if a game is played that way, it's not going to look good for the defense.
But I mean, there's a player on the Kansas City side that
Mathis.
rushed. No,
Oh.
he rushed for over 400 yards. That's phenomenal. That's
Over
ridiculous.
400 yards
Yeah.
for the season?
No, for that game. Sadly,
Oh.
it didn't
Fat
run.
Mahomes.
It didn't run 400 yards in the opposite direction, but he rushed for 400 yards.
Yo,
That's it.
Mahomes was he was running you. I felt bad. I mean, and I looked at the stats, and obviously there were three offensive lines. Three out of the five offensive linemen were out of the game. But I'm not even gonna say, oh yeah, that's the reason they lost, because I know a lot of people do that, and I don't agree with that. Yo, at the end of the day, their offensive line was horrible.
But I think that their defense was just as horrible
Front seven, yeah, I agree with them.
altogether.
Well, yeah, corners and
The
corners
defense
was just
looked-
bad. There's flags
It
everywhere.
was an easy. You said how much interceptions Brady was going to have?
Two. He had one, and then they took it back.
So he had none.
I didn't feel like that was a pass
So he
interference.
had none.
but,
He had none.
Hey,
He had no.
I didn't feel
interceptions.
like it was a pass interference, but hey, yeah. So
Brady,
no interceptions at all.
Brady easily walked his way into.
He
what?
easily walked his way into getting the seventh ring. Yeah.
Yeah, easily walked.
It
his
was
way.
so easy.
It was
I
right.
think that's probably Brady's
Easiest.
One of his easiest. Yeah.
And they had a stat out there like every Super Bowl that Brady won, he was leading by 10 points every game.
Dang.
I mean, he
A
got
lot-
that trump.
A lot has.
And
to
it wasn't
do-
even. You know what's crazy about that though? It was literally the Patriots that won the game. Once again, the defense played great, but scoring touchdown wise, it was him and Gronk.
Yeah.
That set it off. First touchdown was the Gronk. Second touchdown was the Gronk.
I think a factor that came into
AB.
play as well is
That's it. 3 touchdowns with three. No, it was 3 touchdowns. It
yes,
was 3 or 4.
it's three
Passing
touchdowns.
touchdowns?
Yeah.
Passing it was three.
Three.
And
Three
then
passing
one
touchdowns.
running by
And one
Leonard
rushing.
Fournette.
So two
Three
to Gronk,
passing
two to
touchdowns.
Gronk and one
One
to
to Brady.
Antonio Brown.
3 passing touchdowns went to the original New England Patriots players.
True.
AB, Gronk.
Oh, AB's not really a New England player, bro.
He played
kinda
for.
that
He
one
played
game.
for.
One
and that
game?
one game.
Wait,
It doesn't
one
matter.
game.
He scored 2 touchdowns and he was signed to the Patriots. 3
lot-
Patriots players scored.
A lot.
Come on, dude.
A lot has to do too with the desire.
Yeah.
The desire to win by the Bucks was unmatched. From Pierre Paul, Sue, that entire front line.
They
They
played.
were playing like they were possessed. Like in garbage time, they were still going after this
Like
dude.
they,
Bro.
they were playing like they were playing against high school. Yeah.
Yo, he wanted
He came.
this championship.
Yeah, he came to play.
That boy wanted this championship.
Yeah, and
came to play.
and on the opposite side, with Kansas City, I felt like as if they came in there and a little cocky, thinking that they,
We did it before, let's do it again.
We
And
did it
they only
before.
won by 3 points, and it was. Listen,
But look at last year. They played from behind in almost every single game and won,
And came
put up
back.
21 points. So all of that plays a factor. Oh, we could go down 2 touchdowns.
And-
oh, we
and
could
we'll
go
come
down
back.
3
We'll
touchdowns.
come
We
back.
could come back. You
No,
know.
That's
Listen.
why I said the credit does. It's the front seven. I agree with you on the front seven. But the way Todd Bowles did that defense for that game, the whole game, you looked at the game was like, I don't think KC's gonna come back because of the way they played that cover two.
Yeah, that cover two.
And the pressure on
Dude,
us, like, KC's not coming back.
The corners was like staying back, and
Yeah.
then the rushing game was so potent that like Pat Mahomes couldn't even he couldn't even read the defense to pass the ball or whatever. When you see a quarterback turning his back to his offense, you knew like right there you knew it's like it's over. It's
But going back to what you were saying, P, it's that one catch. Because if he would have got that
If
catch,
he'd have got the catch,
the defense may have been changed.
Yeah.
They may have been like, we got to change the defense. Like, change it around.
we
You know
could
what I mean?
talk
But
about,
if it
like-
didn't change, nothing happened, we're going to stay the same play. They can't beat us in that play.
yeah.
let's jump into the second quarter
quarter.
because we're talking like let's be specific on the things
right,
that
let's-
Tampa
yeah.
did right and the things that Chiefs didn't do right. So I'm gonna start off with the Chiefs to pick up on your last point, right? So you're in a situation where this team is coming after you. You're on your heels. That catch by Tyreek Hill. There was a lot of drop passes by the stars and
Yeah.
the people that mattered. In the times that it mattered. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Kelsey finished with 15 targets and 10 receptions. But those 10 receptions came in garbage time when the game was already out of hand. It's those because he dropped passes.
Yeah.
Tyreek dropped passes, and those are the plays that could have simply kind of turned the game around.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly,
like we're coming after you, but you just threw a pass and let me ease off now.
Yeah.
And then like now you have control. They never had that play to have control.
True,
Yeah.
true.
So that's something that the Chiefs. There was never that Tyreek Hill moment.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. That's because 269 yards from the first game.
Exactly.
Right. He was getting those bombs.
But that's where you thought it was going to
gonna
be.
happen.
It wasn't going to be Hill.
I was
felt
high
like
on
it wasn't
Hill.
gonna
I
be
was high on Hill. I
I
thought
wasn't.
Hill.
I wasn't Hill. I wasn't.
I
high
thought
on.
Hill was, his speed would help him with the corners on Tampa Bay because that's the way you can beat Tampa
them,
Bay.
yeah.
So I thought his speed was going to be a problem to Tampa Bay. For me, what the Chiefs did right, per se, is that they attempted to run the ball, right? They attempted to run the ball with two running backs, and they had some success, right? What I think they did wrong, though, the only way to counter like a rush defense like Tampa Bay is to do play action, is to do the dump offs and stuff like that. When you have those two rushers coming in at you, dump it over the head to a Clyde Edwards-Helaire, to a Williams or whatever. That's what was missing
And
from that game.
they didn't do that enough in the beginning.
Right.
And it worked. Like
And it
Clyde
can catch the
actually,
ball.
yeah, and he outperformed
Yeah.
what we'll get into the props and stuff like that. He outperformed his projections.
Yep.
They should have done that from the beginning.
From
and
the
it would have
beginning.
changed
It
the
would have
game
changed
around.
the game around. That's the thing. The adjustment. I hear this coming out like Andy Reid head wasn't there because of what happened with the son and the accident and the kids
Yeah,
and everything.
but
I understand that, but at the same time, I don't.
You got
I
an
don't
offensive
think
coordinator.
That's just giving them excuses. I don't think that's the case. I really think that Andy Reid did not make those adjustments. Remember, like in the show before,
Yep.
we were talking
talked
about
about that.
Yeah, when we were talking about the Super Bowl. One of the things I say, if you want to beat Tampa, you have to have fresh legs at running back. You have to use that running game to your advantage. Those dump off passes. That's what they needed to do to overcome the rush defenses of Tampa Bay.
And I agree with you on that one because where the hell was Bell?
Lazy wasn't trying to play.
So like you're sitting there, you see why you pick these players, and you pick these players for the Super Bowl.
Right.
Let's be real. That's why you got them. You picked up these players for the Super Bowl, and you're looking at it like, okay, where was he? If nobody else, like think about that. If nobody
He's
else is
pissed
doing
right now.
well,
He didn't get his championship.
yeah, he didn't get his ring. So and that's good. But if nobody else is doing things, as far as your wide receivers, we got to add somebody into this game that can make a move.
Yep.
Like let's play Bell like he was Deion Sanders on the offensive line, not as a DB. You know what I mean? Do something to make this offense click.
Yeah, I
Watson's
just
wasn't doing anything.
I think they were looking too much for that big play. Kansas City was. I think they were looking too much down the field for that big play instead of taking those little plays that was being presented to them as the dump offs. They needed like two tight end. Like Kelsey's not a blocking tight end. You need a blocking tight end when you have rushes like that, man.
Yeah. And that was the other thing I was going to say too, as far as like who I believe is like what things they needed to do and change as far as KC. One of the biggest things that you guys talked about last week, and you can clearly see it in the Super Bowl, there was no other reliable third person.
I told you, like that's one of the things.
There
I think.
literally was. I mean,
Let me say
Clyde
something.
Hilaire was
There's
okay,
no
but
doubt.
still, there was
Clyde
no other
Hilaire
third.
in this instant should have been fed a lot more because he averaged 7 yards a carry.
Yep. And then
He should have.
They were trying to look for those. That's what I'm
They
saying.
were-
They're
they
looking
were-
for the big plays.
They were
had
looking
to.
for the guy that the guys that the defense and the plan was schemed for.
Yep.
Yep.
So they should have fed Clyde, which would have opened up the Kelseys, the Tyreeks of the world.
Exactly.
I felt like they should have done a lot of more drop downs. Like you were just saying.
drop-downs.
Yeah.
Like, it should have been a lot of like, hey, they're playing 3 deep. We need to drop down.
Yeah.
I didn't even see a wide receiver screen at all.
Right. Like,
I was like, that's their thing.
and that's the thing, man. So the jet sweep stuff like that, they needed
I
to
didn't
do
see
that.
no jet sweeps, no
That's
wide receiver
what
screens.
they needed. You need to bring those cornerback up.
Bring the corners
Bring
back
the
up.
corner
Get
back up.
the
In
front
order to bring the
7
corner-
out.
Yeah.
Get them out. You're standing in the middle going pressure.
Pierre Paul coming, Sewell coming, dump it off to Clyde. Let him.
Yeah,
create,
you're right.
let him
I think
create,
the
let him
offensive
create.
calls were off.
Yeah, it was just off. Tampa Bay, on the other hand, defense was on point. They show up. They wanted it. They know what they needed to do. Get Pat Mahomes running for his life, and which is what they did. Sad though, they couldn't get their wide receivers open, like the prominent wide receiver like a Mike Evans and a Chris Godwin. But they have enough weapons. They have depth at wide receiver, had depth at tight end. That because even Cameron Brate.
I mean, Brate, I was just about to say that Brate was catching
balls.
They were running.
They were running.
Their running game was good. Like, dude, one time I saw Fournette was the only offensive player touching the ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So pounded and
they were
pounded
just
and pounding.
Like so a great game great game plan for Bruce and the coaching squad there.
Another thing about, and this is a recipe that will never win. You'll never win from this recipe. Is Kansas City couldn't convert on third down whatsoever.
Yeah, nothing.
Like if you can't convert on third down, you're not going to win a game. It's just that simple. One thing I would say though,
that boy can throw a ball under pressure though.
Yes, and I was going to get to that. In Pat Mahomes' defense, I've never seen a score of 9 or no touchdown scored, and I still think that I don't think that he played a bad game.
Dude, you see the ball?
I don't think
you
Pat
see the
Mahomes
pass
had
when
a bad game.
You see the pass when he was under 15 pressure. Under pressure.
Yeah, he was
did the best he could under pressure.
Under pressure. He was under
and
pressure.
giving you the opportunity.
Game. Yeah. Dude was injured, and he was passing balls that people were dropping.
Giving you the opportunity. There was two.
But it was
Williams. There was one pass. This dude was literally like 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, with Sue running after him. Still was able to pass the ball on the ground.
The one where he tripped.
Yeah, the one where he tripped.
Yeah.
And it was a spiral to Williams. And it bounced off his hands. And you're looking like...
No, it was tipped.
It went through the defensive back's hands. It went right to him, bro. It went right to him.
But I'm not trying to find an excuse for
that's
the guy.
An excuse,
but
man.
This is the thing, though. If to the wide receivers, on the Kansas City side, when you have a quarterback, and you remember these guys play off timing, routes, you know what I mean? So when you don't look for the ball until you're at the point in your route.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And even after you finish running your route, now you're like in la la land. Sometimes you can go back and create and whatever and go get a catch. But after you run your route and you turn around and you see your quarterback back, you see the number 15 running the opposite direction, you're like, what? I don't even expect to get the ball right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you only see the ball coming. It was like, oh, damn. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
I don't see that as you don't expect. He's done it before, right? He's ran around the whole thing and got somehow open. The problem is that the guys that normally catch the ball,
they recovered.
So that Tyreek, they let you run around. They let Mahomes run all the way around, and they still covered Tyreek Hill. They still covered Kelsey. So there was not the chance for him to throw that ball like that.
Maybe
Doubling
think about it this way. Maybe Tampa didn't really do anything special because last year it was Damian Williams, the year that they won.
Yeah.
That had the monster game. It wasn't the big three that everyone expected. Yes,
Right.
Pat Mahomes ended up getting MVP and whatnot, but it was really Damian Williams that was the X factor.
Which is what they needed to do in this game.
With Clyde Hilaire.
No,
Right.
but there were
but the
times.
problem is that the offense and it was Garoppolo. So maybe if it was a decent quarterback, we'd have recognized his weakness a long time ago.
Well, the thing is that there were times that in that game, Kelsey was getting the ball. Kelsey was getting the ball on the side. Hill was getting the ball on the deep. And so now you made that defense think like, oh, I got to worry about Hill. I got to worry about Kelsey. Then you throw it to Williams. Then you throw it to this guy. The ball was going to every direction in every player's hands. In this game, it was not.
But that game could have been won by San Fran if they had the right receiver.
It could have been.
Right
I don't know
quarterback.
one,
Right
but
quarterback.
Well, yeah. I mean,
It would have been way more.
we could have. It would have been more competitive because I don't want to say one because you don't know what quarterback would have been out there if it wasn't Garoppolo. You can only hope. It was a better quarterback than Garoppolo, but you get in that position that they gave the ball last year to every receiver. Watkins was doing good in that game, right? So now you had to stop Watkins with the amount of catches that he had in the Super Bowl last year. Then when you started worrying about Watkins, you had Hill was a big problem. Now you got to put he was just throwing it to everybody this year.
All right. So funny thing is, when you're under pressure, you make mistakes and you do things that you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
So you're going to go to your instinct. So think about it. You're under pressure.
throwing
You're
it to
now
Hill.
looking at the
Kelsey,
Hills
the
and
Hill.
the Kelsey of the world all the time.
Right.
You forgot about the Hardmans
all
and
the guys.
everybody
Exactly.
else.
Yep. Exactly.
Because you're looking at these main guys because that's what your mind. You're
right.
under pressure.
And then when you
you're under
realize
pressure.
that you dared covered, you
ain't got no
you're flustered.
choice?
You ain't
You
got
get
no choice.
flustered,
You're
yeah.
flustered.
But that guy too is like, He ain't gonna throw the ball to me.
But look, you brought up Paul. You brought up the San Fran. I don't remember which one of you guys brought up the San Fran Kansas City Super Bowl last year. Look, if they had a really good quarterback last year, I'm telling you, they would have probably. If San Francisco had a good quarterback last year, they would have probably beat Kansas City.
I think they would have made it competitive.
All right, so the game was tied at the half, 10-10 at the half last year, right? Against San Fran and Kansas City. And then not only that, in the third quarter, 10 points for San Fran. So yeah, great defense. But 21 points for Kansas City in the fourth
quarter. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? If you had a quarterback that can score one more point, two more, get another touchdown or something like that can bring an offense down the field, they would have gotten whooped.
Yeah, but that's also putting that defense longer on the field, keeping them longer on the field, and that's what Tampa did. Right? They did that to KC, and we always know a good defense is going to stop the offense, put the other defense on, keep them on the field. Yeah. Run the ball. Gets that defense tired. Same thing that happened to 49ers, right? Yeah, it was halftime. They were tired. But once they figure out, let's keep them on the field. Let's continue to run the ball now and pound it. 49ers got tired. Yeah. So, but I agree with you. If they had a better quarterback, it would have been more competitive.
Right.
Man, Tampa Bay's defense that front seven looked good, yo. I'm not even going front, yo.
Yeah,
that front seven looked good.
And next year, I feel like they're going to be the first because nobody's leaving. Apparently,
no one's leaving.
Everybody's trying to resign. So
they're resigning that thing.
I feel like
they're already saying that they're going to have Brady's a new contract extension. And trust me, Evans, like he said, he's going to reduce his money. He wants that quarterback.
But what do you think about players like AB though?
Are they going to stay?
AB's
going to stay. So I think he's going to stay.
I don't think they have the cap space to stay though. Like for AB,
they will make.
You have AB, you have Fournette. Like those two players, I don't think there's a cap space.
I think Fournette is out because I think Fournette.
Well, Fournette wasn't getting paid a lot of money anyway, so he's definitely out.
And then
now he wants space.
There's a need in the league for a running back,
right? But it's the same thing with Antonio Brown too.
It's
not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah, Fournette's situation is different because everybody needs a running back.
Yeah.
I can fix Fournette's situation. I can't fix AB.
I can't fix AB.
AB's situation can only be fixed with Brady.
And we're talking about a player that's on the tail end of his career. Fournette is not on the tail end of his career.
He's still young.
Fournette needed to do exactly what he did to get a contract. And he did exactly that.
And he's going to get
He's going to get that contract. He's not going to get a massive contract, but he's going to
Miami Dolphins can use
I think he's going to get
what I'm saying?
I think he's going to get a massive contract.
No, because
I don't know if it's going to be massive.
It all depends on what do you consider was massive.
I think he's
going to be
a bell cow.
He's going to be like a $6 million dude.
No.
I think he's going to be more, and I think
he's going to be at the $12 million.
And I think he's going to be looked at as a bell cow.
He's going to be between $10 and $12 million.
How much did Dalvin?
He's currently making $6 million.
He's not going to make.
He's not making.
He's going to make single digits.
He's making like $5 million right now.
He's going to make like 8.
He's literally making.
But that's from his previous
7
contract.
to 8.
His last year contract. He's making like $5 million.
That's from his previous contract.
I don't know by 7.
But what I'm saying, dude, he can.
4 years.
This is what I think. A team like the hat that you got on, they
were looking for Fournette last year, anyways. But I agree with you.
So they need to look for him. There's teams out there that stop this running back by committee BS.
Honest truth, they need to stop it
and sign a guy to be a bell cow back.
A strong running back. Yeah,
he could catch the ball. He has the size. He was knocking
everybody out.
What do you see in this Kansas City?
Like I said, secondary. He was knocking everybody out in the front 7 line. I don't like Kansas City front 7.
They couldn't even tackle the dude.
They could not tackle Fournette. Fournette was on he was on a. And that's the thing I like about Fournette.
Funny thing is, when you need to be paid,
you play.
Perform the hell
out. Well, not even just that. See, he wasn't playing. To me personally, he wasn't playing because he wanted to get paid. It was just disrespect, right? Because they messed up his name. Jacksonville kind of messed up his name. Because Jacksonville was trying to destroy his name and say he wasn't worth it. He's all trash. He's not good. So he had to go into the playoff season and kick everybody's ass. And that's what he did. That boy played his heart out. Like, he's going to get paid. Who?
Yeah, but he's not going to get paid 12, though, dude. Like,
no, I don't think he's going to get. Dude. I think he's going to get.
Yo, the players that right now that's getting 12 is what?
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
And he just signed
Dalvin is not 12. Dalvin is more than 12, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought Dalvin was like at 14.
No, he's 63 for 5. Dalvin Cook is 63 for 5.
He's going to get paid like 7 or 8.
All right.
Yeah, you see, so you understand where I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I thought he was getting paid like 16.
Oh, dude, Derrick Henry's like 15.
Yeah, he's only getting paid
yeah,
7 or
so
8.
yeah,
So 10.
I think
I still think around
he
10.
has a
I
lot
still
of
like
this.
8
I don't even
to
think
10.
he's gonna get 10. Dude.
Really?
No, yeah,
I think
yeah,
10
think
is
so.
reserved for players like Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
That you never have any problems with.
Yeah.
Aaron is gonna get paid more than that.
Nope.
You don't think Aaron Jones? So you're thinking that he's not gonna get paid better than that because of the
they're
running
not
back by
paying
committee?
quarterback.
They're not paying running backs.
They're not paying running backs.
Yeah, I mean Aaron's by
right.
committee. Yeah. So that was the other reason I was saying like, yo, are they gonna not
all right,
pay
so
him because of that?
let me ask you a question. Aaron Jones is hitting free agent. So you have a team. Aaron Jones, if you have to give somebody 10 million, you're giving Aaron Jones 10 million or you're giving Fournette 10 million? It's not hard for me.
No, it's not. It's kind of. This is the thing.
It is
All right,
not hard
This
for
is the
me.
thing about.
All right, ask that
Wait,
question. Who do you pick, Jones or Fournette?
That's what I was going to get to. This is the thing.
Who do
There's
I-
not a
oh,
lot of.
yeah, I pay Jones all day.
See,
I
I would
wanna
take
jump.
Fournette because I like power backs. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm in between. I think that there's not a lot of
You're
players.
literally in
You're
between.
in between. Yeah,
No, I'm literally in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leonard Fournette could catch. He has a size. He's a power back, and he could catch the football. Aaron Jones is not really that.
He's not a bruiser.
He's not a
He's an
bruiser.
explosive running back.
But however, Aaron Jones doesn't give problems. That's huge in the NFL.
It is, but if you're in Green Bay, what problems are you really going to give anybody? Right? It was a Jacksonville organization
So
situation.
Aaron Jones is younger, right? Aaron Jones is younger. Aaron Jones,
Is he?
yeah,
Not that much though.
I thought they were like
Nah.
23, 24.
he doesn't give trouble. Like
Yeah.
Fournette. Like you don't hear anything about Aaron
But
Jones.
he's not as talented.
And
Aaron Jones couldn't do what Leonard Fournette did this
He
past
could not do
Sunday.
that. He could not do it. He cannot do that.
what the hell are you talking about?
Aaron Jones is not a bruiser. He's not a
he
power
doesn't-
back.
He doesn't need to be a bruiser.
Dude was
He
knocking.
can run through the middle just the same way, dude. He doesn't need
He
to
can
be
run
a,
through the middle. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yo,
I agree with you.
but
on that.
listen to this is the thing that you're forgetting about Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones put up numbers when he has somebody on his coattail. Like they were pulling Williams was pulling Aaron Jones's coattail. Like you will have Aaron Jones in the game, and sure enough, you think Aaron Jones is gonna get the touchdown. Guess who get it? Williams. Not because Aaron Jones is not capable. It's just because they want to do that too.
But,
This is what I'm
but
saying.
what I'm saying though is that the thing about
Dude,
Aaron
put him in
Jones,
the
I
back.
like Aaron Jones
Put
because he
him in
can
the back
break
by
out.
himself.
But he can break out. The thing I like about Fournette and a power back and a bruiser is that he hurts that line.
Yeah,
he
and-
hurts that defensive line.
and he
He
can
gets
catch
them
the ball.
tired. He gets them drained. You know what I'm saying? Is what you want in a power back, and he can catch the ball. So realistically, if I don't want a running back like Aaron Jones to spend that much money on him because I have other wide receivers that are
There's-
out there, I need a bruiser.
There's quite a few teams out there that could use a Leonard Fournette.
No, I'm not saying teams can't use a Leonard
Plenty of
Fournette.
teams.
But what I'm saying,
Bills
though,
need a Fournette.
Bills, Dolphins, Jets.
Yeah.
Like it's
Nah, Jets. He won't go to Jets. He's
He
gonna go
won't,
to
yeah,
a team that's playoff bound that believes. that
no.
can
I'm
win.
just saying.
Yeah,
there's
no,
teams
you just-
that
yeah,
can
yeah.
use him.
Yeah.
you guys are underestimating Aaron Jones. Aaron
I'm
Jones.
not.
No,
I'm
no, 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 no,
underestimating-
no,
I'm
no.
not
Aaron
underestimating
Jones-
Joe. I'm just comparing talent with talent. That's
Yeah.
all.
I'm just saying me specifically.
But, all right,
that's what
so-
I would
so
want
let me ask
on
you a
my
question.
squad.
Let me ask you a question. What has Fournette done to make him talent-wise to make him better than
Aaron Jones
Jones?
has always had a better team. Let's be frank.
Easy.
I mean,
he's always had
only
a better
one-
team,
he has
a better
one team.
organization.
He has one team. Like
Yeah,
they had one
but a
team.
better team and a better organization.
Way better organization.
So that plays a major factor. in it.
Wait, the last time I checked, didn't Jacksonville make it to the playoff and Super Bowl and everything?
No.
No. Well, they made
They
it
made
to
playoffs,
they made it
but
to
not-
they,
no,
they made it
not
to the
made-
Super Bowl years ago.
Yeah,
but the
not
issue is that Jacksonville
But-
has
Whoa.
managers that
So when they
that
made
are-
it to the playoff, what happened to Fournette?
Fournette had a great season that year. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
No,
dude.
he has a decent season that
No,
year.
that
and
was-
got in a
he
fight
was-
and all that stuff. You don't want that for your
That
franchise.
wasn't
Yeah, but
that wasn't a
wasn't-
playoff season.
Okay, but first off, that team, the defense was good. The offense was just strictly Fournette. Let's be real. Like we got to be fair. Aaron Jones is behind Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. It's
Yeah.
a better situation, dude.
So the better situation, that mean you're not talented?
No,
I'm
no,
not
it's not to
saying
say
that
you're not talented. I'm not saying you're not
I'm
talented.
not saying. Listen, dynasty wise,
Yo,
I'm
there was a
drafting
lot. All
Aaron
right, so
Jones.
put it this way.
But
put it
we're
this way.
talking about talent versus talent.
Yo, there was a lot of games when it was Fournette, right? It was Fournette behind
Warming up, Chris.
the line here in Tampa Bay, and he put up crap. Am I lying?
Yeah, but he's in a
No.
committee
This is when
situation.
This is when Aaron Jones. This is when Ronald Jones was down.
I'll break it down to you now.
Yo, this is when Ronald Jones. This year, Fournette had multiple opportunities to take over that backfield, and what happened?
All right, let me tell you
didn't.
what happened.
He
Fournette,
didn't.
let me
I
hold
think
on.
there's some bias because you
2017,
had him in fantasy.
2017, right? That year that they made the playoffs, Fournette had 1,040 yards, 268 attempts. 2018, that's when the team went down to hell. He only had 439 yards, 133 carries. 2019, when the team was trying to do something, he had 1,152 yards, 265 carries. So he actually had more
he was
yards.
actually injured in 2018 too.
He was? So he actually had more yards in 2019 than he had in 2017 when they went to the championship. When they went into the playoffs.
At the end of the day, listen, we're turning this into an Aaron Jones versus Leonard. It's not, because now you're putting up Aaron Jones.
Damn right I'm doing. You are damn right I'm doing.
We're not going to do that. At the end of the day, there's a place. At the end of the day, there's a place.
Yeah, we're gonna have that. We're gonna have that discussion. We're gonna have that discussion
for both of these guys.
Yeah, we're gonna have that discussion.
There's not a place in the league for guys like Garoppolo and Mariota and those guys.
Yeah.
But there's a place in the league for both of these.
Yo,
guys.
but shout out to, since we're talking about Jacksonville Jaguars, man, shout out to, was it Jacksonville Jaguars? Blair Gabbert, one of the quarterbacks that,
yeah.
I think he was with Jacksonville at one point, but he finally got a championship ring because of Brady. But shout out to him, man. Brady's just giving everybody championship rings. By the way,
right?
I mean, McCoy got a second one. I've never seen McCoy so happy.
One thing I want to say
field,
about we're going to get into the two monsters in third, but I want to talk about real quick Kelsey and Gronk. I personally think we got to see two of arguably the two best tight ends
over the past couple of years.
Oh yeah.
Probably ever. Kind of go
And
against
Gronk
each
came
other.
back. Gronk came back to let you know, like, hey, I'm that tight end.
I'm that tight
Because he wasn't that tight end throughout the season. We kind of was like, yo, he kind of
But
washed.
Gronk has always showed up in the biggest moments.
And not only that, Gronk is good, right? But I feel like Gronk is good with Brady.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So Gronk, I feel like if you put Gronk on another team, he won't.
I don't think
he'll.
I think he'll end up being a
average.
What's the guy from the Saints and Seahawks
I
in
don't
Green
think
Bay?
he's
Chicago.
average, man. I think he's very talented.
He was the tight end for the Chicago
I'm not
Bears
saying he's
last
not talented, but I feel like if you put Gronk on another team, he's not producing as well as he is with Brady.
year. Yeah.
Possibly.
That's just my take on that.
Yo, so
All
let's
right,
get into
let's
halftime, man.
Halftime, some fun time. Let's do this. We're gonna do it fast. I'm just gonna read through
The,
how
prop
we
bets,
did.
right?
Yeah, how we result in the prop bets. So I'm just gonna tell you what it was and read what it was and then who won. All right. So coin toss that goes to me and Charlo. We won that. Say Kansas City heads.
At least Charlotte won something.
Yeah,
I know, right?
That was the only thing. Man.
First player to catch a pass, I got that down. That was Godwin.
Did you catch that one? That was
actually
the last
got
catch, bro.
That was his first and last catch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, I guess right.
Nothing else, bro.
Kansas City first play of the game. It was a pass. We all got that right.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay first play of the game. None of us got it right.
Can we keep score or something? Oh, fool.
Somebody keeps scoring. I mean, I'm going through this thing. I mean, we only got. So I have 2 wins so far. Paul, you have 1. Charlie, you have 1. I have 3 wins.
All right, so PJ about to drop it down right now. So
yeah.
I think I won anyways, y'all boys. I think that's the only thing.
Maybe. I don't know because.
That's the only thing I won.
Say what is it now?
All right. So right now,
2,
so
1,
far,
1.
yeah, 2-1-1.
Yo,
Who has 2?
Ren.
No, I have 3 actually.
Oh, you got 3?
The coin toss, first player to catch a pass, Godwin. Oh, actually, yeah, 2.
2, right?
2.
So 2 for you, 2 for Charlo, and 1 for me.
No, 2 for me, 1 for Charlo, 1 for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then all of us get 1 for the first play of the game to be a pass on Kansas City. We all got that one right.
Okay.
Mahomes fantasy points over under 28 points. You have under Paul. You won that. Tom Brady over under fantasy points. I got that. Tyreek Hill fantasy points over under 22 points. Paul, you got that under. Kelsey.
And we ain't never gonna hear about C again, huh?
Kelsey,
like Godwin, man.
Kelsey fantasy points over under 24.5. Paul,
that
you
boy.
got that one. Actually, all of us got that one.
Oh,
All
okay.
three of us got that one. We
Sit
have the
up.
under.
Okay.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, fantasy
Just
points.
say, yo.
We all got that one. So there you go. Godwin, fantasy points. We all got that one. Evans, fantasy points. Charlo, you got that one.
Yes, sir.
Charlo actually got some. Okay.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. B.
Fournette, fantasy points. None of us got that one.
Okay.
All right. First Tampa Bay player to score. Charlo, you got that one.
Woo.
First Kansas City player to score. Well, minus the kicker. Nobody got that one.
Okay.
Last Tampa Bay player to score. Charlo, you got that one as well.
Jesus, he's coming up now.
I mean,
He's coming up now. Okay.
I mean.
So here we go.
You sure we calculated this?
I'm just saying, bro. Just saying,
Yo,
man.
Pat Mahomes over or under 325 yards. Me and Paul, you and I got that one.
Okay, I know because this dude, he needed biggest
I
Pat
need-
Mahomes
hey,
fan. of
3.5
500.
3.5 touchdowns. We have under Paul, me and you. We got that one. 0.5 interception. Charlo, me and you got that one. Over 40 passing attempts. Paul, you got that one. 19 rushing yards for Pat Mahomes. Paul and Charlie, you got that one. Tom Brady, over 295 yards. Charlie, you got that one with the under. Over 2.5 touchdowns. We all got that one. Interception. Paul, you and I got that one for Tom Brady. Passing attempts. I got that one. I have the under. And killer. 0.5 rushing yard for Tom Brady.
Yeah,
you
me. Yeah, me.
That one is actually epic for me.
Yeah.
That one is crazy because when I picked the under, I was like, man, that's crazy to know that's 0.5 yard, right? Fournette,
I mean, running that ball after you get sacked that first time.
Fournette yardage, we all got that one. Fournette attempts, Paul and you and I got that one. Darrell Williams yardage, Paul, you and I got that one. Attempts, we all got that one. Ronald Jones yards, Paul and Charlie, you got that one. We all got the attempts for Ronald Jones. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, none of us got the yards. We all went with under. Clyde, the rushing attempts. Paul, you and I got that one. Kelsey, yardage. Paul and Charlie, you got that one. Catches, nobody got that one. We all went with the over on that. No, we all went with the under on that. Yeah. Cameron Brate, Paul and Charlie, you got that one. All three of us got the catches under. Tyreek Hill, Charlo, you and I got that one. And all of us got the passing yards. Godwin, Paul and Charlie, you got that one with the under. And none of us got the catches. Watkins, Charlo, you got Watkins passing yards, and I got the amount of catches at the under. Mike Evans, Charlo, you and I got that one. None of us got the amount of catches. Gronk, Paul, you and I got that one, and the amount of catches, we all got that one. So who got it here? Who got it?
What about MVP?
MVP? Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Brady. Y'all got Brady.
Yeah,
Me
you
and
and I, Paul. So Paul won.
I think I won. Yeah, I won.
Paul beat me by 1 point.
By 1 point,
By
yeah.
1 point, yeah.
All of us was like, oh, I was down by
actually,
2.
me and him got 2 for the start, and you got 1.
Oh, you
So
got one.
you were last.
So, yeah, you were last.
Yeah.
So you only beat me by 1
Yeah,
point.
yeah, that's what I meant.
We beat
Yeah,
you by-
yeah.
we beat you
Yeah,
by
I
1
beat
point.
him by 1 point.
Jesus.
Damn.
Close, man.
But hey,
It was
imagine,
close.
imagine if we bet
Because
on all
you
these.
were
Yeah.
just behind by 2 points.
Yeah,
So.
just behind by 2.
So just think about it. If we bet all of these, we'll make some paper.
Yeah, man. Should have did it.
We would have made some paper, bro. Because the amount that
Shit.
we got right.
I lost
Yeah,
7.
we got a lot right.
I lost 70. Shit.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Well, that was the prop bets. Hey,
Yeah.
next time you listen to us, man, I'm telling you, we got it.
Yeah, man. Let's go with we got third quarter here, man. We got
Pat Mahomes versus Brady.
and Brady, yo, man. So, man, go with it. What did
So-
you guys
so
learn? What do you guys
yeah,
believe? P,
Paul
like,
had his
break it
take
down.
on that.
So, for me personally, we talked about it a little bit before the show, but from a overall sport perspective, I think this is a once in a lifetime thing that we got to see. We got to see two goats really go at it. If you look at other sports, we never got to see LeBron play Jordan. We never got to see Jordan play Kobe in Jordan's prime.
Yeah.
We never got to see two true goats when it's all said and done go at it. And in my opinion, I know Ren has a different take. I think that Mahomes is the future GOAT, and I think Brady is the GOAT. And I think this is a big blemish on Mahomes. When it's all said and done 10 years from now, his old legacy. Because to me, there's things that Mahomes can do that Brady can't do. Mahomes is a once in a century type of player. He's the Usain Bolt. He's the Michael Jordan. He's that type of guy. We've never seen a quarterback that could move, that could throw so accurate. He's getting tripped and he's throwing the ball. The team only scored 9 points, and he didn't really play a bad game. Like, he did everything. So we've never seen something like Mahomes. So in my opinion, he is going to be the GOAT. However, he lost to Brady. So when it's all said and done, is he going to be better than Brady?
All right. So you're like, one of the things that you said, man, and I looked at the Super Bowl game when we were talking about before, is that the defense found something. They found a way to stop everyone else on that offensive line, right? They found a way to stop Kelsey. They found a way to stop Hill by throwing deep passes, which affects Patrick Mahomes. Now that you found something, how is Patrick Mahomes going to beat that? Right now, to this day, 7 rings total with Brady.
Yeah.
You don't have a clear way to stop Brady. You haven't gotten in a Super Bowl that Brady lost and was like, wow, we have to use that defense, and we're going to stop Brady by using that defense. There's no way. We found a way to stop Patrick Mahomes in the Kansas City offense.
But I don't think he was necessarily stopped. That's the thing. And I think that you got to attribute to Brady having a very good system. He was loaded this Super Bowl championship. And the last one that he won, he didn't do jack, and I'm a big Brady fan. He didn't do jack anything. It was really against the Rams. It was the coaching. It was Belichick that really won that.
That ran that game.
You understand what I'm saying? So not all 7 is a tribute to Brady's greatness. Yes, currently he is the GOAT. There's no negating that. There's no debating that.
He's on the field.
You understand what I'm saying? But Mahomes, like I said, Tyreek catches that ball. They don't miss those, though. They don't drop those passes that truly mattered. We may be having a completely different conversation.
Yeah.
You understand
100.
what I'm saying? Like, he looked good losing.
He had opportunity. There are certain players on that squad right now that had the opportunity to come up as the star player,
Exactly.
and they didn't.
Exactly. So in my opinion, I've never seen something like Mahomes.
Yeah.
Watching football, I don't think there's any guy that we could compare Mahomes to.
The way he passes, from the angles he passes, like there's no way. Like we were talking about, just that catch. If Williams would have caught that ball, the score would have been in the field goal. Obviously, the score would have been 13 at that point. I think it was 13-21 or something like that. That's close.
There was multiple drops.
It's multiple drops.
But I'm just saying that one catch in the end zone, that's getting close enough to say, yo, we're there. Hey, defense, go down there and stop them. We get the ball back. Let's move.
A lot of times your offense fuels your defense.
Right.
Yeah.
So they get certain catches, they score a touchdown, they're right there. That defense is going to come out and stop, Tom and
the blitzes get kicked in.
Yeah.
So
it just didn't happen. But I'm somewhat agreeing with you. Yes, I think Brady, he's the GOAT right now. There's no change in that. Does he have a few more championships in him? Will he get into the playoffs? Will he get into the Super Bowl? They were 7 points away from losing that game. It was a tight game with Green Bay.
Green Bay, yeah.
So, and Green Bay is going to be back there again based on how we're looking at the division.
I think Green Bay is going to be better.
And I think Green Bay is going to be better. They are going to lose Jones, but they got a running back anyways. They need to capitalize on getting a wide receiver. Their defense is good. So Green Bay will be back. Tampa will be back based on the division that they're playing in.
Right.
With Saints not having a true quarterback right now, with Atlanta's doing whatever Atlanta does right now,
right.
With Carolina trying to figure things out right now, you know what I'm saying? So Brady's going to be there again. It's going to be Brady and Green Bay again.
Yep.
Will it be an easier path for Kansas City? now that the defense is there, now that defenses know how to play him,
I don't-
now that the division is still tight,
Listen,
you got Bears, and
I
you
know
got
Ren-
not
Ren-
Bears, sorry,
Ren has a take on it.
Browns and what was it? Browns and Ravens.
I think Kansas City is going to be there. Point blank, plain and simple. I know Ren
All right,
has a
so,
take.
all right, so my take is a little bit different. It's not because of Pat Mahomes' talent why I think they won't be there. It's what they can afford to put around him to make him, have weapons. Because Tyreek, as you can see, Tyreek and Kelsey and CEH is just not enough to make that offense. People can scheme for those three players, and if they scheme for those players, you don't have capable players. You don't have the depth to really compete, and I think that's going to happen moving forward. The good thing about what that happened to Pat Mahomes is that the mere fact that his contract doesn't really chip in. That $45 million a year really coming into play in the 2021. The salary cap is going to reduce to $180 million. On the offense alone, Kansas City is spending $100 million on the offense. So if he's going to take up 45% of that, think about that for a second. His contract is going to take 45% of the entire offensive money.
Yeah.
How are you going to afford to put players around him? You see what I'm saying?
Well,
So,
that's
and I
where you
think
go into
that's
the not free agency, but the draft.
But I think that's where I think Kansas City is gonna get hurt. Because I had this conversation with Paul the other day. If you look at all these quarterbacks that that's been winning and get it, hey, the goat is the anomaly, right? He's the variable. But if you really look back at all these quarterbacks that's making the playoff, making the Super Bowl and playing in the Super Bowl and all that stuff, they're either on they're in the second year in the league when they're that big contract haven't chipped in. Any one of these players, like if you look at Russell Wilson, if you look at most of these players, like I can't think about their names right now, but if you look at these players, they all make it in their second year. You know what I mean? Jackson, they're not gonna make the if you once that big contract chips in, they can't afford to put players on the offense. And,
I agree with you.
And they haven't been able to make it back to the big dance, bro. Yeah. Like it's what it is. I'm telling you, Brady had to play for $15 million to be able to do what he did.
I mean, granted, Brady's wife is making buku money.
No, but what I'm saying,
I
get that. But what I'm
she's
saying
making
is,
money,
if Brady was getting paid what he's worth,
yeah,
the Patriots
would never
wouldn't be able to make it.
That would
So
never
with
happen.
Pat Mahomes' contract is about to hit at $45 million, Kansas City is not going to be able to afford players to put around him. And that's going to hurt.
Well,
the
thing
team.
is that they know that the way they draft is important. Kansas City would not be looking at anybody in free agency at all for that
draft
for years.
Listen, I get you, but every team that has made made it to the big dance and their quarterback has a huge contract. That's what happened to them.
I agree with you.
They all go into the draft hoping that they can hit, and they haven't been hitting.
No, they haven't.
They haven't been hitting. So I don't think Kansas City. Maybe they hit, great, but they probably fall in the same on the same sword where they can't find players to put. They're settling for players going out versus players coming in, like players that's aged out. You know what I mean? You start bringing in veterans and the Aguilars of the world or something like that.
Yeah,
just
older
to,
guys.
the Corey Davises of the world and
Just
stuff
to
like
give
that.
us some
Just
type
to give
of
him some
boost,
right.
like they
And
got
that's
with
what's gonna
Watkins right
happen.
now.
Right, and that's what's gonna happen.
What do you think KC needs? And we're gonna ask the same question for Tampa. What do you think Mahomes need
A wide receiver.
on the offensive side?
Another
and what do
wide
you think
receiver.
KC needs on the defense side?
Kansas City need another wide receiver. They need depth at wide receiver because those guys. Listen, clean house. Get rid of Watkins. He trash. He's been trash. Jesus Christ, since he left. Since he left the Bills, he's been trash, bro. He's just getting paid for being injured.
14 mil, bro.
Bro, the dude has been getting
On a
paid to
new
sit
contract.
on the bench. Sit on the Watkins. Tell me the last
New
time
contract.
Watkins did anything. Tell me the last time Watkins had 4 100-yard games.
Last year's Super Bowl.
I'm gonna.
4 100-yard games.
No, never.
Dude, the dude has been injury. Granted, I'll chalk some of this. He can't stay healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he
he has one game all season that
Yeah.
he
That
actually
he just
plays
blows
well.
up.
It blows up.
He
Yeah.
blows
That's
up
the
and then
second
and
week
then
of the season.
First or second
Who's
week.
that? Fuller does the same thing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I think I'm gonna go contrary to Ren with the receiver. I don't think that's a necessity. I think that they need to get the running game going. You have Kelsey, you have Tyreek. They're two of the best playmakers in the NFL. If you have another guy that could run that football, like you had Damian Williams that picked up the slack last year,
He's coming back.
he's coming back.
I think that's where the issue's at. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I think that's where the issue's at. I think they had the opportunity to get a wide receiver, but they had faith in Watkins. They had an opportunity to get another quarterback, but they had faith in their corners that they had. You picked up a running back that you realistically did not need.
Yes, you did not.
Because
need.
now you're talking about, hey, Williams is not bad, 31. Williams is not bad. Now you're going to have, we're going to have the other Williams back. All right, so now you got both Williams back. Bell's not going to be there. You got another running back there.
They kind of needed after.
They did not need. They didn't need
Clyde Hiller.
They did not need him. They didn't need Clyde Hiller.
You're right, because
They did.
Williams didn't opt out until after the draft.
After the draft.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're
It was
right.
after the draft.
It was after the draft. They needed a quarterback. Can you imagine, like,
A cornerback, you mean?
Corner.
they need a corner? No, they need a corner. Not yeah. Sorry,
said
they need a
corner.
corner. They need a corner, and they also need a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, this going into this season, they're gonna scheme for those two players. They're gonna have one guy deep, one, and you know what I mean. And that's just what's gonna happen.
I mean,
moving
think
forward.
about that. Remember Jefferson. Jefferson didn't get chosen until the second round.
So all right, you say they need a receiver, right? And we're talking about money situations, so you can't get the Galladays of the world. You can't
Nah,
get
you're
the
not looking at it.
Almiron.
You're not looking at nobody in free
You
agency.
can't look at free
You're going to
agency.
draft.
You're going draft. Okay.
You're going draft. You're looking at receivers in draft. You're looking at offensive
get rid of
linemen in
Watkins,
draft.
Get rid of what? I mean, yeah, you can still look in free agency. There's a lot, dude. Wide receivers are deep in free agency. We're gonna do that free agency show. I mean,
They're
but
deep. There's a lot of people
Wide
there. You just gotta
receivers
find them.
are deep in free agency. There's a lot of wide receivers that.
But
are
if you
on-
want it
that-
cheap, you got to get that draft.
I mean, like, just somebody that's capable, bro. Like, yo, you know who would be good on that team?
But
Do you want to
Juju.
know who would be? Yeah?
Juju.
I was thinking Juju, but he's too
He's
pricey
going to be
for
asking
them
too much money.
Yeah.
But you need, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
You need a player from the draft because realistically, the defense is going to be on Kelsey. The defense is going to be on
But
Hill.
let me.
You
No,
just need a
but
good
funny enough, I
receiver.
wasn't even thinking about Juju.
But I don't think they could be
Marvin
stopped.
Jones?
No,
So,
Curtis.
Who?
Curtis Samuels would do good on
Yeah,
that
he
team.
would. He would.
Because he's
I
a
swear we
gadget.
said that before, right?
Yeah, he would.
Yo,
do good
he's
on
a gadget guy, dude. He's a gadget guy. Yo,
would do
I
real
can
good.
see, I can
and-
see Andy Reid
It's a
using
good-
that guy.
It's a good.
Like,
It's a good thing because you drop whatchamacallit $14 million. At least you get the gadget guy for $8.
Yeah.
you still save money.
you're saving money, and I'm telling you, like, that would be a good fit for them.
That would be a
Because
that
he
would be a
can
problem,
line
too.
up in the backfield because that's what he was doing. Remember?
Yeah.
He can line up with the backfield with the running back, and you don't know where the ball is going. He can be the one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but on the defense side, boy, they need a defensive
No, they need
back.
help.
They need
help.
a defensive
they need
back
help. They
coach
need
to
line.
teach them.
They need.
They're
they
handsy.
Need line.
and
We've
they're
been
too
saying
handsy.
something that I don't agree with. That teams are gonna figure. No, I don't think teams are gonna figure. Tampa had the number one rush defense, so they were capable of doing it. You have to have the players in order to stop Casey.
My dude, you're playing. Listen, it's not about.
Casey will smash anybody else.
Listen,
Like,
yeah,
I don't
all
got,
league
like
is a
how many?
copy
How many?
league, bro.
How many?
It's
How many
a copy
teams
league,
does it
but
lead?
can't do,
How many?
It does not have the players that Tampa
How many
has
teams you need to do what
Brady
Tampa
get-
did?
to have Pat Mahomes being chased
Hold
around
on. How many teams you need to have Tampa to have this to do the same thing
Okay.
that Tampa did? You got Ravens that has corners.
Ravens can't score.
We're not talking about them scoring. We're talking
We're
about
talking
them
about
stopping
stopping.
them. If I
They
can
can't
stop him,
but they can't stop him. All right. The fact of the matter is that Bucks were able to stop him, but also score. Teams that
All
can
right.
stop him can't really score.
right.
The
I'm
Rams
gonna
can
stop. I'm gonna
stop,
tell
but
you.
they can't really score.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
The Ravens can stop, but they can't really score.
I'm gonna tell you right now. The biggest problem that the Ravens have is they don't have receivers. If the Ravens uses it because they have the front seven, they have the corners. If they use the same thing that Tampa did, your problem with the KC is their front seven, right? And who's gonna make it a problem? Jackson. Jackson will make them run.
Yeah,
and
but
they will have a
Pat
problem.
Mahomes smashes Jackson every time they play. So it's not
It's
like
not.
It's
So you
different
can't-
if you're
you-
using
all
the
right,
Tampa Bay defense.
Right.
If
What I'm
you're
saying-
using that defense, it's going
I
to be
think
a
I
problem.
understand what C is saying, and I'm not saying you're wrong per se. They're gonna be a prolific offense. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, what I think C is saying is like, look, you have the playbook now, where a team like Baltimore. A team like Baltimore is gonna stop those wide receivers.
Yep. And I only need to use it one time.
What is Kansas City's biggest weakness? their defense.
Their defense.
Yeah.
And what does Baltimore do the most? Rush.
Great defense.
So
Rush.
if they can
Corners.
rush the ball and shut those guys down, you can't put up points.
I only need to use that defense play one time.
We'll
and
see.
you know when I use it? I don't use it during the season. I use it in the playoffs. Because guess what? Ravens is going to be in the playoffs. KC is going to be in the playoffs. Cleveland may be in the playoffs. I only need to use it one time. Just like Tampa. Tampa did not use that defense in the season. You drop that defense in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl, you're like, what is this? I didn't know what was going on.
Dude,
I'm
there's a lot of-
in Mahomes, man. I don't think he.
Oh,
can
I am.
necessarily
I'm
be
a believer in
stopped like
Mahomes too. But if that defense can stop and do the same thing Tampa
that.
did,
I think that defense is unique, and
I don't think it's the defense. If you
who
can
has better?
take
Who has a better secondary, Ravens or Tampa?
Ravens.
Ravens. We're talking about secondary, but
Who
secondary
has a better
is not the reason why. It was the rush of Tampa. That's the reason why.
But what I'm saying
Baltimore
is
has that, though.
Baltimore has a rush and they have a secondary.
They
Tampa
have
has a
decent
rush.
Tampa has
No,
a
they don't.
ridiculous
Ravens
rush.
do not have a decent rush, bro. Decent rush is Chicago Bears. Decent rush is the Raiders with their okay rush. Decent rush is Buffalo Bills front seven. That's a decent rush. Not the Ravens don't have a decent rush, bro. They can rush. They have players to rush. They have linebackers that can rush. They have corners that can play man to man. Not what KC played.
Right.
I'm talking about man to man. There's no pass interference. They gonna bully you. They gonna play you. They gonna be on your face, and they will not get a pass interference. That's a big difference if you play that defense with them.
Yeah, bro. That's what's gonna happen, man.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna happen.
Yo, so fourth quarter, man.
Fourth quarter. Yeah, some fun times.
Listen, Baltimore was ranked 9th in the rush last year.
Okay, ninth.
That's a decent rush.
Oh, come on, man.
Talking
Decent
about
rush is
nine and
decent
1 is two
rush
different
is-
things.
Decent rush
Nine-
is 15.
9
Decent rush
and
is
1
15s. Bad rushes are 30s, 29s, 28, 27. Great rushes 1, 2, 3, 4, top 10.
Atlanta Falcons
Top
had a better
7.
rush than the Ravens had. Tampa had a best rush all season, dude.
I know Tampa had the best rush all season. It was Tampa and Washington.
Exactly.
I'm not taking that away, but if you use the same defense,
And Colts was second in against the rush. But the problem is that your defense. Look at Jacksonville's defense, one of the best defense all around we've seen in the last decade. But if you can't score, your defense is going to be depleted over time.
You can't compare-
And that's what
you can't
that's
compare
what-
Jacksonville
That's
to
what
quarterback.
Pat Mahomes and these guys.
but you
do.
can't compare Jacksonville's quarterback because there was an issue. Jacksonville had a quarterback issue, not a receiver issue, not a running back issue, a quarterback issue. Ravens don't have a quarterback issue, my dude.
You had Tampa, who had a really good defense, and they could score the football.
Ren,
Yeah.
quarterback issue with Ravens. Patrick Mahomes is going to at least one time
Smashes the
break
Ravens
out in a
all
game.
the time, though, bro.
Not-
He
you're
smashes
not-
the Ravens all the
But
time.
you're not thinking about using. All right, if you use the same Tampa Bay defense against him in the playoffs, you can't say he's going
I'm
to
such
smash
not a
him.
believer in this dude Lamar anymore.
That's what it
I will
is.
bet you right
That's
now.
what it
that-
is.
I will bet you right now.
You're literally
I will
on
bet
that
you
Ren
right
situation.
now that when KC plays
That's not no.
Ravens next
you
year,
can only
they're
bet
smashing
me.
them.
You can only
They're
bet me
smashing them,
if
dude.
Ravens are using Tampa Bay's defense.
Using it or not, they're getting smashed.
No, if they use the Tampa Bay defense, no.
Okay, we'll see.
And they only need to use it one time, and that's in the playoffs.
We're gonna remember
So-
this. We'll remember this.
All right. So I just want to
That
bring
cover too.
Listen, I just want to bring something up, right?
Yeah. You know we got to
just-
get into the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah, I know we gotta get into the fourth quarter. I'm gonna make this quick. So I just brought up the Kansas City game log, right? And I just want to say something to P right here. They didn't have much blowout games. They were like majority of the
I'm looking at it right now. It said Chiefs 34 and Ravens 20.
yeah but yeah, that's the second game of the season. That's
pull up last year. He smashed them too.
No. But what I'm see, that's a see. You're forgetting the point.
Yo.
We're not. You're thinking about history. You're not thinking about future. Now they have the playbook.
I
What
have
they
the
needed to do,
playbook.
That's what I'm trying. You're not
got
thinking
the
about that
playbook.
They got the playbook.
The cover 2
Remember it.
playbook.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember
They
we
know.
said this.
Right. Remember we said this.
The name of the show, they got the playbook.
They got
Right.
the playbook.
They got the
If
playbook.
they
All right.
use a cover
All
2
right.
against the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs, that's a different story. I'm telling you,
y'all.
man.
I'm shocked at you. You don't realize who Pat Mahomes is yet, huh?
You see what Tampa did to him?
Tampa is unique.
Yo.
That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Listen,
Tampa
P.
is not a Tampa
All right,
is
look.
not okay.
It's
all right,
Tampa.
okay, let me
It's
say
secondary
something.
for Tampa. Are
Let
they
me say
good?
something. Let me say something. Green Bay could have beat Tampa, but if Green Bay played Pat Mahomes, they would have lost, and they would have lost. It wouldn't even. It
I
wouldn't-
agree with you.
because they don't have that defense to stop Pat
Yes,
Mahomes.
they don't have a pass rush.
You need a specific type of defense to stop
Pass
you know
rush.
You know who could do it? The Colts could do it, but the Colts
That's
need
pass
to
rush.
be able exactly. They need to be able to put up points on
But
the other
what
end.
the problem
I
is
do
that
not believe that the Ravens
The Ravens
lapsed
have a
lot
better
last
pass
year.
rush than Green Bay.
Okay, but the Ravens' defense was lapsed a lot last year. You know why it was lapsed too? Because they were on the field too much. The Ravens, if they don't, this is how the Ravens are. They're front runners. They're the horse that gets out and leads.
Yep.
They can't come from behind and win.
Yeah.
They can't. Because their offense is not prolific enough.
No, I got you.
That's what I'm trying to say. If your offense can't score, you cannot beat Tampa, no matter how good your defense is.
Listen.
That's how I look at it.
I know he's a GOAT. I saw Tampa Bay rush on them boys. I saw Tampa Bay stop Hill and
Listen,
Kelsey.
listen.
Listen.
saying this
Last
now.
week, Saturday, Sunday, Super Bowl
bro,
day at
listen,
history doesn't-
5:59.
All I gotta say
I
is
can't see it.
I'm gonna leave it at this. When KC play Ravens next year,
Listen, we
we're
can't bet
going out-
that.
We're
No.
going. We're all three of us going out.
No, I'm-
It's on me.
If it's
and we
cover
all go
2,
watch this game together.
It has to be
because
cover
this
2.
is gonna be interesting.
It's not the season,
We're
it's
all
playoffs.
going out- No,
Playoffs.
No, I don't want to hear that. Bullshit.
I can't use it. I'm not going to use a cover 2 on that.
They're gonna replicate it.
No,
You've
they're
been saying
not.
it. No, you make it.
They're
no.
not going to use it in the season. If I know something that's going to beat Kansas City Chiefs, I'm going to
Listen,
use that in the
Casey-
playoffs.
No,
I'm
they're
not going to
gonna-
use it through the season.
A lot of teams
Ravens-
are gonna use it.
Exactly. KC
A lot of teams
Ravens
are gonna
next
use it.
year, we're all going out. It's on me.
Yo,
Enough said.
a lot of teams are gonna use it.
Fourth
I
quarter,
think,
man.
I think it's not gonna be as simple as you're seeing it. I think they're not gonna especially
telling
like
you, man.
Kelsey. If they find a way to take Kelsey out of the game, I'm telling you, Pat Mahomes is not gonna have he's not you. Who's gonna pass the ball?
I'm-
To? If they
yo,
figure out the
I
way,
can't
if
wait
they,
till next season.
yo,
Alright.
if they figure out a way to stop these two players, because that's the only two
That's
players
the only
that they
players.
have. What
Right now, for today,
right.
that's the only 2 players that they got
Right,
right now.
so let's
And
do
you
something
saw
to stop-
Tampa stop
So
them.
let me ask you a question. We were having this talk on pre-show. You not drafting Pat Mahomes?
I was
number
scared
2
as
anymore?
hell, B. I'm scared as hell to draft him number 2 right now. I'm scared. I'm not going to lie to
You
you.
changed by the day. Bro.
I changed based on Sunday.
Just yesterday, you argued with this dude about why you still drafting Pat Mahomes number 2.
No.
In the second round,
I
in the
didn't say
second
that.
round.
Now all of a
In
sudden
the
it's a
second
couple.
round.
No,
you
that wasn't
never said-
yesterday. That wasn't yesterday. That wasn't a pre-show. That was last
Yes,
week.
No, it was the pre-show. No,
That was
it
pre-show yesterday. I was saying that.
yesterday.
Nah, bro. There's no way I said that.
Yesterday
Bro.
when I went on
I
my
said
rant.
I'm scared. I said I'm
good.
scared to
When-
draft
when
him, bro.
I went on my rant, it was
It
yesterday
was
in the pre-show.
yesterday.
No. What we were talking about was not Patrick Mahomes,
You
but
said it
we
last-
said
you said it
there's
last
certain
night.
players.
You
Yes.
said it last night.
I said
bro.
there's players and quarterbacks that you go after, right? You go after the Patrick Mahomes because he's perfect. You go after the Lamar Jackson. You go after the Wilson in 5th round, 4th round. You go after Dak Prescott around that time, and then you have a plethora of other quarterbacks. Me personally, right now, to see what Tampa did and knowing that there's gonna be a lot of copycats in there, I'm scared to pick Patrick Mahomes in the 2nd round, bro. That is tough to swallow right now.
Remember you said this.
I said I'm scared.
This is less
I
than
didn't say I
24
wasn't
hours.
gonna- I said
Don't
I'm
change.
scared, bro.
All
Don't
right,
change.
fourth
I'm
quarter, man.
scared,
Fourth
bro.
quarter. We're
I'm
running out
paranoid,
of
my
time. We're
dude.
running out of time. Here. Let's go. We're running out of time.
Yo, we gonna knock out 4th quarter real quick, man.
Yeah,
I
real
mean,
quick.
4th is just about, we wanted to talk about, just a halftime performance with the weekend, man. What was one of your favorite commercials for the Super Bowl commercials that was out there? And also, who do you think is gonna be there for next season or next year's Super Bowl? And who do you think the performer is gonna be there for next season?
All right, cool. All right, who I want to see as performers.
Yeah, who do you want to see
All
next
right,
year as performers?
popcorn. All right, but,
Yo,
but real
This
talk, though.
dude,
Real talk.
yo.
Real talk.
Oh man.
Listen, I'm indifferent about the performance with The Weeknd. I like The Weeknd. I like The Weeknd's music. I like The Weeknd. So,
Be real, be real, be
His
real,
performance
be real.
is just not Super Bowl worthy.
it was whack.
Exactly.
It's
was
not.
whack.
It's not Super Bowl worthy. Like
I agree with that.
The performance was whack. No, excuse me. Let me say this again. There was no dancing. There was no movement. There was no
Because
hypeness.
that's
But I
not-
loved.
that's
But that's
not
not
him.
him.
That's not him,
Right.
though.
That's not him.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's the thing.
It's-
That was the
it
thing.
lacks something.
Yeah, it lacked that.
lacked that entertainment. Because when you're drunk, you want to move. You want to.
You gotta move.
You want to see that. A lot of special effects, all that
But
stuff.
his music's more of a vibe.
Right? Like
It's a
a
vibe.
lounge, a chill.
Yeah,
That's.
yeah.
So I don't think he was a good pick for. He did what he needed to do, but I don't think he was a good pick for the halftime show. Personally, man, next year somebody livelier than that, man.
Who do you think? Who do you want?
I got to think about that, man.
All right, P. What do you think? How did you
I
How did you
agree.
like the show?
So I actually think the performance and choreography was really good, especially when they got on the field. I liked it, but I agree with Ren. I don't think I like The Weeknd a lot, but his content is not Super Bowl worthy. You need someone more live or someone more hip, someone that's a better performer.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a better
singer. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
A singer, yeah.
Through the whole game, before I tell you mine, I didn't like the performance, man. I like the vibe of the music. It needed more. And through the whole time, man, as I was watching it, I was like, yo, where Bruno at?
Yeah.
Because it was the same vibe, and you just
Bruno
like, yo, where
Bruno is just different. The
Yeah,
dude
he's
just can't-
different. But you're looking for that movement, that dancing, because he was on off, you know what I mean? So that's what I was looking for. And it was just like,
just
I was
never
just
showed up.
kind of watching the vibe, and I'm already hyped to watch the game. I'm hyped to watch the game. I'm like, yo, is KC coming back? So I'm hyped. And then when you got me going on a vibe, I'm on a vibe. I'm low, and there's no dancing to get me back up to that vibe, right? So I think that's what was just lacking. As far as everything, the show itself, it was good. The show was good, but it's just no.
So who do you guys want?
Man, me personally, I was thinking about that today, but I think I want to go old school, man. Like put that Usher, Jamie Foxx, old school R&B, T-Pain. in that
I
joint.
feel like those guys.
T-Pain, no.
Yeah, maybe not T-Pain.
Yeah, but you get that
you
that
got,
old school
like
vibe.
Usher on it.
And nothing,
Yeah.
it's nothing against T-Pain why I said that either.
Yeah, Usher would be a good performer.
Yeah,
Usher
Good
would be a
performer.
good performer.
You need someone that relates to everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why I was
Usher-
surprised
Usher
they-
would be a
they
good
have no
performer.
features.
Drake would be
Yeah.
like a
Drake-
Drake and an Usher.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would be
That
good.
would be
I
a
feel
That's good.
phenomenal.
Yes,
Like
yes.
that would be a
Yeah.
phenomenal.
We know
show.
Drake ain't gonna dance, but you got to
Right, but
dance
you
with
got
Usher.
You got Usher to
Usher, yeah.
Get you that vibe. Yeah.
and watch them come out with some B2, whatever that.
Don't say B2K, bro. Come
No,
on,
no.
man. I'd rather get B2K.
No. That's this new group, this Asian group. That's how.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but get those other features out there to get that vibe
Vibe,
going.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was just surprised it was just
You
weekend.
need big performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, man. I like when there is a plethora of artists
Yeah.
on the Super Bowl. You get different vibes.
Beyonce had Missy Elliott come through. I was like, yo,
that's what I'm saying.
Missy.
It's different vibes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when Bruno Mars did his thing.
Yeah.
Boy, that halftime show was fire.
It was fire.
That
Hands down,
halftime
that
show.
boy was fire.
Yeah, so like they just need to lively it up. You have to look for performer, not singers.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the difference. That's the difference for the halftime show. They just need to get performers, not just singers. And if you're gonna get a singer, get a performer to come in at some point in that. Like, make it be a collaboration or something along those lines. You hear what I'm saying? So I think that would be good. What about
What about the commercials, man?
commercial for me is I'm support my culture. It wasn't me, so I'm gonna give it to that. It wasn't me.
The
what was
Cheetos
that?
commercial.
The Cheetos
Yeah,
commercial.
I like that one. Yeah,
I like that one a lot.
Amazon and M&M's.
Yeah, I like the
yeah,
Amazon.
the
M&M one.
Eminem
good.
one was pretty.
I like the
cool.
Eminem commercial.
But-
I think I liked it more because it was like, yo, here's the Eminem Marie or whatever. He's like, oh, my name's not Marie, my name's Karen. It's like, oh, sorry, here's another Eminem because your name's Karen. It's like, I'm sorry that your name's Karen. So it was like, yo, that was funny. That was good. I like that.
The thing that with these commercials, the amount of money these guys are spending on these
$5 million,
slots,
bro.
you need your commercial to be memorable, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to that Like, you know what I mean?
I mean,
At
but
the end of
that's
the day, we all gonna buy M&M's.
yeah, like
regardless.
there's no reason for Eminem to drop $5 million.
Yeah.
We were gonna
I
get
mean,
them
they
M&Ms.
got it like that.
Yeah, they got it like that, but it's like, bro, you could have saved those $5 million.
Yeah.
Right,
It
but
ain't like
not
it's payday.
saving. It's just a matter of like you want to like
Yeah, but-
you want that Super Bowl commercial to be
Payday
memorable.
needs to do that though. Payday needs to do that.
Right. No, but
You know what I
Payday
mean?
But you
got
want-
the $5 million. Problem.
you want
When's
it
the
to
last
be-
time you had a payday?
I didn't, bro. Coming
But
up
I
tomorrow.
think these guys just want to be memorable, though. They just want to, like, hey, his best Super Bowl commercial was that. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I
and
got
I remember
you.
a couple of years ago they had the E-Trade commercial with that little baby and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a memorable thing. Like,
well,
it's not
GoDaddy was one of the biggest
GoDaddy
one a
was
couple
pretty-
of years. When it
Yeah,
first came out,
was
GoDaddy
pretty
had
cool,
me
yeah.
going.
So that's the thing, man. If I'm in marketing for any one of these companies, I'm looking for funny. I'm looking for funny and memorable.
Yeah.
And listen, celebrity doesn't make your commercial good.
Nope.
I hate to say that. Do you understand how many celebrities I see?
Yo, that
saw in
3D,
commercials?
that 3D Doritos.
on the shirt.
Yeah.
It was like, come on, dude. Like, I understand you're trying to be creative, think out of the box or something. You know, use some special effects. But I watched Seinfeld. But hey, it's not.
Yeah. There was a lot of money that was kind of wasted first.
Yeah, personally, because they have to pay money to make these commercials.
Yeah.
But they're putting all these celebrities in the commercial, thinking that hey,
That's what people are gonna remember.
that's what people are going to remember. Tell you the truth, I can't remember what celebrities, unless I like the commercial itself. The commercial is funny.
Just a lot
I
of
don't
celebrities.
care what celebrity was in it.
Don't. It didn't make me no difference. I think one of them was Wayne's World.
Yeah, Wayne's
Oh,
World was
wait,
one,
wait,
yeah.
That was
With
that was
Cardi
good
B?
with Cardi B. That
With
was
Cardi
that
B.
was okay.
That
but
was okay.
Still, but man, like next year, who do you think is going to be at the Super Bowl? Do you
Green
think
Bay.
Do you think it's going to be Green Bay and who?
Green Bay and KC.
Green Bay KC.
No, that's not it.
I thought it was Green Bay KC this year, but what do you think? Think it's going to be two new teams?
I don't think it's going to be two new teams. I don't think if Tampa keep their entire team, they have a slight possibility, but I think Green Bay is going to take them. I
Who they
agree.
go?
I agree with Green Bay. On the flip side, on the Kansas City side, I think they're going to get a shocker, man. I think if I think there's a lot of teams that can make it on that side. If, for instance, if Bills, get another wide receiver, John Brown is out and all that stuff, and put that Bills defense back to how that Bills years ago, they have a chance. And I think that's their goal. They're going to get that other wide receiver. John Brown is a free agent. Get rid of John Brown. He can't stay healthy. Nothing about your talent, my buddy. But get another wide receiver, opposite side Diggs, and you have Beasley in the middle. And improve your running game and then improve your defense. Your defensive line, get 2 rushers because you have corners. White is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I think that's what they would need.
Well, listen, you got the right division, right? So next year, all 3 of us is going to we're going to Vegas
to go
We're
watch
going to
the
a
Super
Vegas
Bowl.
trip. We're gonna go watch the Super Bowl. Green Bay against the Miami Dolphins next year. You know what I mean? So
Hey, I would love nothing but
it's
that.
gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, you should see Paul's face.
So we can wrap up the show.
You want to see Paul's
Green Bay versus the Dolphins.
Green
That
Bay
would
versus
never
the
happen.
Dolphins, bro. Aaron Jones.
bet you right
Aaron
now
Jones.
that's not happening.
Aaron Jones gonna play the Green Bay Packers again because he's gonna be a Dolphin. So it's
Paul
gonna be
face.
it's gonna be crazy.
Hey, you know what I like though? You're manifesting. You're putting the energy out there. It's just that they're
what's wrong
such in a hole.
Yeah?
that
They
you
in
need
a hole?
You need a whole Florida to manifest.
Yo.
Like
It's gonna be Watson versus Rodgers.
And it all depends on who the Colts
Old
get.
new.
Who the Colts get as a quarterback too.
yeah,
Yeah. Everything
Because
depends
if,
on that.
If the Colts get like a good quarterback, like
Yeah.
a really good quarterback,
like a Watson.
They don't need a Wentz. They don't need a Wentz. Colts don't need a Wentz.
they're not going to get
Colts
Watson.
need a quarterback. They're not gonna get Watson.
They're not going to get Watson. They may get Wentz, and if they get Wentz, that
a
would
good
propel
team.
them.
Yeah.
That will propel them higher.
Yo.
Dolphins
show.
still
Good
suck.
show.
No,
Good show.
you get out of here,
Dolphins
bro. Just because
still
your
suck.
Tampa won the championship, your Tampa team won the
Dolphins still
championship. I
suck,
feel
man.
you. I feel you, man. But we're gonna be in Vegas. It's gonna be Dolphins and Green Bay next year in Vegas, y'all boys.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
agree with that.
That'll be in 2052.
You know,
What the hell? This dude, bro. This dude.
yo, that's it for us, man. Thank you for listening to C, Ren, and PJ. Be sure to check us out on lockercode.com. Yo, we got that mock drafts coming out.
Yeah, we got a lot of
Draft
things.
kit
a lot
about to
of things
come
coming
out.
We're
So
gonna,
we got a lot of things coming out. Yo, March
in this
19th,
offseason,
20th,
March 20th.
March 20th.
Yeah. In this
Yeah,
off
man.
season, man, we're gonna do a lot of fun stuff, man, pertaining to football. We're not gonna be this formal.
Yeah. Trust me, we're not that far away, anyways, from fantasy football again, anyway. So
Yeah, we're not gonna be this formal. It's gonna be fun. We gotta have some fun.
yeah, man.
New season, new NFL season started in March anyway.
Shout outs.
Shout out to my son. Happy birthday, Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday, Anthony.
Yeah,
Happy
turning,
birthday, my dude.
You know, his birthday's Friday, turning 15.
Shout out to Michigan, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Michigan, man.
It's cold out there.
Yeah, but you know, Anthony still reps Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
he's-
shout out to his people.
Right now, he's not. He's hating the Lions, bro. That boy is hating the Lions. He can't get over the fact that they just trade away
hating
Stafford.
the Lions. Like who has ever
Trade
changed?
away Stafford for Goff.
Who's like the Lions? Who
He
like
was
the Lions?
like, Goff, really? Goff, Goff.
Listen, Anthony, no, they didn't trade for Goff, man. They traded for those picks to get a better quarterback in the next year.
Next year,
Yeah.
yeah. So Goff is really a bridge quarterback.
Yeah, he's a bridge.
Yeah.
They're gonna drop that $24 million next year.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
That's good.
All right,
Yo.
man. Shout out.
Shout
Happy
out, man.
Valentine's Day to all the ladies out there.
This guy.
married,
All
Yeah.
the ladies,
All the
single
ladies.
ladies.
all of them. If
Hey.
you're single and you're home on Valentine's Day,
Call me.
well, you can hit up. You
Do
can
not-
hit up. You
do
can
not
hit up.
call me.
You can hit up my single friend here.
Yeah.
actually-
Hit him up. Yeah,
No.
Hit him
It
up.
was a joke.
You need
It was a
flowers?
joke. It was a joke.
You need cards. You need
It was a
candy.
joke.
Oh, it's a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke.
You can forward everything to P.
No,
Not
actually,
locker
no.
code, but PJs.
I think
You know what I mean?
Netflix for all the single women that has nobody come Sunday.
You about to drop them on Netflix, homie?
I'm just saying, yeah, Netflix have a lot of love movies going on and stuff like that. Maybe you can learn something like that. You know, I don't know. Just saying.
Call the God.
The God.
The
Yeah,
God.
Say.
the God.
The God
on
is
Instagram.
available for everybody.
Yeah.
All the single ladies
Yes, yeah,
out
yeah.
there. If you know who the God is,
You'll know him.
you'll know.
He got stories. He'll tell you what you need to have
Yeah.
for the Valentine's Day.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're trying to get that dude.
Yeah. God. I'm gonna leave it at that, single ladies.
The God. Yo, we out. Yeet.